What's up, people? Zach Attack here. Not bringing a reaction video, but more Pokemon videos. More Pokemon stuff, Pokemon cards. This time, we have two things, a set of Pokemon cards this time, and an unboxing of a Pokemon folder to put Pokemon cards in. And put the Pokemon, when I do this Pokemon card thing with the folder, I'm going to put the Pokemon in order. From first generation, second, in order of their evolutions, in order of their, pretty much the order of their evolutions. But I opened it a little bit because there was a struggle of like tape and all that crap. Might as well as go through that process and at least get the boxes open, just not obviously pull it out. But this one's the folder. Get the folder. Damn. And it says that there's over 900 slots in this folder. Jesus, that's bigger than I thought. God. Let's see. Open it up. I thought that was part of the... more plastic crap. And then let's see, it's got like a little holder thing. I like this style. Back and front the same. I don't think it is a Pokemon holder as I look at this, but it was part of the Pokemon. It was part of the Pokemon category area when I looked up Pokemon cards and Pokemon folders. But even so, that's fine. There we go. Oh, this is all taped together. This is what they look like, though. I'll just put this together myself, not video me putting it together, because that's going to take forever. But the folder. Just set them out on them. So there's 369 per page, technically, when I go. So that's why there's so many of 900. So that makes it easy. I was thinking it was like a page of like 20 of them, and I would have to do, I'll be like, oh my god, what happens if I screw up and I have to move everybody over? At least it'd be quicker this way. But no, that's really cool. And then the folder from the inside. That would be, okay, cool. Yeah, we'll definitely do that off camera, of me putting those in there. Put it over here. Okay, doesn't need to slide, Jesus. Alright, next one I had to open up because, again, it was another one with paper situation. Trying to open it up wasn't the best. This one's Pokemon cards. There you go. Not much. But hey, it was like $7 or something for these things. I think I have this horn, but it's a yellow one instead of a blue horn of this. The weird part is it says trainer, and I don't know why it does. This is the interesting part to me. Where is the... Wow, I should have maybe... Part of me wishes that I probably... Should have kind of opened it a little bit. Knowing something like this could take forever. And I'm not going to use my pen to open the boxes. I use the pen. But I'm not doing that with cards, because I'm not trying to get these cards dirty anyway. But speaking of that, the table should be fine. Okay. Little dirt stains, but not bad. Thank God on that. Okay. Well, you saw the horn. Jesus. They just gave me a whole bunch of horns. What the fuck? Dude, most of these cards were horns. That's annoying. Like, all these are just these horns. That's actually annoying. Luckily, it was only $7 for this one. But still, that's annoying. To send all the same ones like that. We got a I can't pronounce this Pokemon. Electric type, I know that. Pachiricusi? I can't pronounce Pachiricusi. Can't pronounce his name right. but got him. Indeedee. Interesting Pokemon. Card color different too. What's his attack power and stuff? Hand Kings and Collide. I think that's the name of a Pokemon. Is it a Pokemon? Basic? Oh, we got a Weedle. First generation. First generation out of this set. Yay. Sword looking Pokemon. Ooh, T-Pig. I can't pronounce their names. They're right. If I don't pronounce a Pokemon's name when I show you the card sometimes, apologies. Tepig, I think. Marfetch. Ooh, Cubone. First generation. That helps. So at least we got a couple more generations than I thought I would. There's two different swords. Or is that Evolve? Oh, no, it's Evolve. Oh, it's the Evolvation. That. Okay. No, spoiler. I play Pokemon Go. I did evolve this guy. I don't want to say anything to make it more of a surprise, but I'm going to say it. I already evolved him to this, but he has supposedly another evolvation that I don't know of. Probably spoiler, I'm going to find it in here, which will suck. That's the only downside with stuff like this. Morpeko? Looks like a Pikachu. That's a dark type. Ooh, another. Seeing one of this guy. Ooh, Spearow. Hell yeah, another first generation. Oh yeah, we're getting a lot of first generations. Reminer. Interesting. Fomantis. Mawile. Ooh, Golbat. Hell yeah, first generation if I'm right. Mindfu, whatever his name is. Ooh, a Bellsprout. First generation, yes. I'm loving this deck now. At first I was iffy because of the whole bunch of Bell ones. It's already got me 7 first generations, hypothetically. So let's first show the first little bit, real quick. Sorry if my camera's blurry. Camera's not the best, definitely when it's cracked screen. Even though I don't think people will notice it. Now we're going to separate them from first generation to items. Oh no. So let's grab first generation ones first. Okay. Definitely Cubone. Definitely Sparrow. Definitely Weeble. And oh, that's really it. Oh, maybe it was less than I thought. Oh, no, it's fine. That makes sense. I was close. I said 7. I tend to say hypothetically 10. So we're good. And then Pokemon. We'll take these guys. Because these are not first generations. And have them set to the side. And figure out their order of elevations. Sometime. Put it right next to that one. And then our tools. Or training, that's easy just to have separated because they're all the same. Dude, they could have had at least maybe 2 of them, and then the rest of these could have been Pokemon. I could have had like 6 more first generations out of that. That's the only annoying thing is that part. But look at this, I'll get a good amount still, thank God. Alright. Soldanit, something like that. Fetch. Yampir, can you pronounce his name? Glizor. Oh, Mankey. We have a Mankey. Ooh, Horsey. First generation. Yeah, I think. Hondor, I think. The fuck? Oh, I've seen this guy before. Selcorba. Can't pronounce his name right. Push this thing around looks like what I'm videoing. Okay, this is a Tentacool. But I don't think this is the first generation. Because I have a Tentacool that can't walk, and then the first generation Tentacool can't walk. But I think the theory of the picture on Pokemon Go, this one can. And it's a different generation because the color is pink. And the newer one of that is pink. But could be wrong. Let's see what it says. Weakness is fire. I think Mulberry. Marley. Can't pronounce her name. I think that's first generation. Ooh, right on. People don't know this. I looked up when what was the very first person. What was the very first Pokemon idea people came up with? It was a Rhyhorn. Rhyhorn, right on, something like that. And I thought it was our first generation, but no, it wasn't. Alright. Ooh, okay, let's just put these last two. If you see the old pictures, ignore them. I just want to put these last guys down. And then we got a Gasling, first generation. I think I have a Gasling already somewhere else too. Could be wrong. Okay, show these guys. Okay, ignore that. But here's the... No, these ones. There we go. Let's grab the first generation. Let's grab the non-first generations. Tentacool would count. That was the right blue one. Great tusk. Yep. A couple of these ones are Minky is first generation. But Horsey is. That one is it. That one is it. Rhyhorn is. Gasling is. This one is it. Glazor. Okay. Where's my pile of first non-generations? There it is. And we're done with that whole set of Pokemon cards. Let's grab the first generation. At least some of them I would say, I think. Wait, Horsey can do... God, Rhyhorn can do 100 damage. Oh no, that's its HP. Never mind. See, most of them 60 and then Rhyhorn's 100. Fighting, water, and ghost type. Sweet. Here it is. Hold up. Okay. And then these go with those. Okay. Now one more thing. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Jesus Christ. What the fuck was that? Oh, that was my phone. Stupid ass phone. Go fuck yourself. Sorry for my language, people. Didn't think my phone would actually do that. I didn't think it was my phone. I felt for it. I was even looking over. At first, when I grabbed this, I thought it was my table. My desk cracked. Made a cracking sound is what I thought. That scared me, and that was annoying. And sorry for my language, but that pissed me off. And it does that pisses me off when it does that. Pisses me off when it does that. Pisses me off when it does that. Holy cow. See. Oh my god, it's another set thing. Where I gotta try. What the fuck? Figure out where the line is on this one now. There it is. This one's on the top. The other one was sideways. That's somewhat weirdly annoying, but okay. Alright. Last set. Sorry that took a minute. But we got a little crystal shiny looking Pokemon here. I just nearly bent that card. That would piss me off. Whoa, I got a Moltres. No fucking way. First generation. Legendary already. Iron Leaves. Yeah, EX card. of a Pokemon. Definitely far away from knowing what from that one. We got a Moltres. Hell yeah. Zac. It says my name, first letter Z-A-C. That's Zacon, right? I think that's a legendary. Could be wrong. A shiny as well. We got him. Oh, more Jigglypuffs. It's an item. Looks like a seashell. Ooh. Water things. An eyeball looking thing. Water looking thing. Fire. An electric one. So energies. A lot of energy things going on right now. I've shown this one before. Ooh, Ponyta. Oh yeah. Thank God it's not the other one. There's a Ponyta I got on my Pokemon Go. And it's a fairy type, I believe. Hold on. Let me look outside real quick. I had some kids knock at our door and actually stand there until somebody opened it, which my mom, and then they ran on their electric scooters. So I want to make sure it's not them again because I can hear footsteps. So let me look, because that will come out before they touch my door. Like, what are you doing? Okay, I think we're good. Wait. Okay, I just want to make sure. Okay, so that took a minute. I thought that was because I heard footsteps and talking, so I was like, there's no way these kids are really doing this. Oh, Ponyta. To Rapidash. We got the full evolution of this guy. Yay. The Sunken. And it evolves into this, I guess. Because I see it in the basic in the corner. So full evolution of him. At least I think it's the full evolution. Oh. Full evolution of him. Show these guys. These cards. An EX card, by the way. Nowadays, people are like, oh, you can get any of these cards so easily and quickly now. If you were to collect them earlier, it would have been different. Hey, I barely started this hobby, so it's alright. People want to judge me because I think I'm all happy about having first generations like I want. And I like that one right there. Just the shininess of that one. And then mold traces. And then this guy's. But really cool for the first amount that I put down. Excuse me. Now let's separate them from what they are. And this one's already evolvation. I got the full evolvation of this guy. And he's not first generation. Because he goes from that to that one. Supposing in theory, the one they want to fuck. People want to fuck. That one in the corner. It's like, huh? It's like, okay. And I'm grabbing the wrong Pokemon. Sunflower. Nope, that's fine. They're not first generation, but that's alright. Where's the other one that I saw? Well, we're gonna put these three on the top. Like that, because we want the shiny one on top. There we go. So let's make sure And none of these were first generation. I just randomly picked up. No. Okay. So let's put him, non-first generations, over here in this little pile. And then first generation. Not as many on that set. That part. There we go. Oh my god. Wait, hold on. Nope, we're fine. Trainer. Supporter. A supported trainer. Interesting. Ultra Ball. Ooh, Master Ball in Pokemon Go. If I'm right. Ooh. Ooh, we got a Ninetales. Hell yeah. And then we got the Pre-Volvation Vulpix. We also have another one, I think. So already got there. Dude, I can't get over this book. I think I have another one of this one from the last set. Looks like ice cream. Ice cream or cake, honestly, with this one. More tools. I'll put one right here. Markrow. Damn, I didn't realize I would have to show you guys some more of my this set of Pokemon cards, or a lot more. There we go. Now we gotta do our next one. This one had a lot more cards in it than the last set. They're two different. So definitely let's grab the first one being non-first generations, which are most of these, except the Ninetales and Vulpix. The only ones that are first generation out of this set. Wait. Okay. Hold on, I think I messed something up in some way. Wait. Moltres is first generation. Why did I put a Moltres back with this one? For that. Oops, that was an accident. I was like, Moltres was a first generation. And then, real quick. Okay. There's a part of me that thought I put tools in here. Looks like it's Cinderella. Okay. Okay, we'll put him in there. And then do our next. Oh, yeah, the tools. I almost thought I was done with that set. But this was the whole tool thing. And then first generation. Vulpix and Ninetales. And I have a lot more first generations than I did with the last set I did, so how you on that? Alright. I didn't realize I had that much left, so that's why. You get Gliglar? Can't pronounce his name right. Pre-Volvation of the one. An item. I think we got the Pre-Volvation of him. Ooh, we got a Haunter again. Oh yeah. We got an Oddish. Another Gasline. It's like a warrior bug. I had this when I evolved him too. The first generation, he doesn't stand on 2 feet. First generation, I said that all wrong. When you don't evolve him in Pokemon Go, he's just like a normal grasshopper, and then he evolves into like this warrior looking one and can stand on his back legs, on his behind legs, 2 legs. Another Taurus. Got a couple of those from the last time I did this. And then trainer guy again. So out of our first generations in this set, 1, 2, 3, 4, but pre of like the ones I had already. But hey, we got a good amount to start our Pokemon first generations now. But let's collect the non-first generations first. That one, Oddish, yes. That one. And I got a lot that aren't first generation, but at the same time are part of collecting them at the same time to make it 10 times easier. Okay, wow, I hope that wouldn't break apart. Okay, sorry with my hand being in the way like that. First generations. That was it this time, just a 4, but hey, that's fine. I don't think the only one out of the Volvation for that we still don't have is Haunter. Not Haunter, that's Haunter. Gengar, I think. I'm gonna have to look at the other set that I have. And then our tool, and then our yay. There we go. Okay, so now, well, we'll buy some more once I get paid. But that was a good amount and gave me this time a lot more first generations than the last 2 sets we did on the other video. Well, it was 1, 2 kind of. But this time we're going to do it through something else so I can get the boxes now. Start getting the boxes. Even though they're more by like $20, $25, these are like only 8. The first set I did was like $8, and then this set we just did had a lot more cards in it by a little bit, and $11. So $18 for that whole thing wasn't that bad. But I'll find reaction videos to do later today. But peace. See you people next time. Pokemon Go. Pokemon cards.